was like, that's Herb from Peaches and Herb. I said,
Yeah,
fuck that motherfucker. He ain't give us no jump start.
yeah, exactly. It could be Jesus. If Jesus don't give me no jump start, I'm like, yo, fuck you, Jesus.
Right, exactly. I'm over here on the side of the road and shit. Fucking Herb just on his merry way. Fuck Herb, man. And
Yeah.
I tell you another guy. I tell you a guy I met. He was gay. 100%. I think he was gay. And you guys might even know. You
We're
guys,
live on YouTube, by the way.
you guys might even know him. But the guy, he sang that song. Do you like good music? Yeah, yeah, that's sweet soul music. Yeah, remember that joint?
Yeah.
So I met that guy one time in Laurel at an Irish pizza spot that used to be in Laurel.
Yeah.
And he was with a radio personality. I feel like his name was like Ray Edwards or something. Some little, flimsy looking dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, to like to fight too thin to win. Sweet
Right.
snow cone syrup.
But at the time, I think he was at like WHUR or something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was. But yeah, it was crazy, man, because like but the guy, this was like the dude was old, yo. Like this when I was younger, and the dude was old then, so like he probably dead by now. You know what I'm saying? But it was nuts because he was up there, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna get whatever his name is to perform, right?" And this dude started performing, and dog, he was so good that that song I just told you, right? That he literally walked off the stage and was walking across the tables, and they were like the little four people tables, the little square tables where
Yeah.
four people are sitting around them, and we were holding the table so he wouldn't fall. He walked from the front of the restaurant all the way to the back of the restaurant across the table singing and shit.
Damn.
That dude was an entertainer, man. But then I feel like that's what? That's probably like 50s or 60s, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Almost like Motown.
Yep.
Like sweet music. Yeah.
Motown was the 60s and well, late 50s maybe, but 60s and into the 70s.
Early 70s, early mid 70s into the mid 70s. That's when
Oh,
Motown had they
joint
yeah.
now. It was soul music, I think it was what it was called.
Yep. Yep. But before it was just R&B.
No, no, no. I'm talking about his song.
Yeah,
Well,
that's soul. It was soul.
in the
No,
words of the ruler Rib Zab Ziggler, is rapping bullshit now.
yeah. What is new stuff, man? It's funny when Fat Joe come out and he say that the new music sound like devil music. You know something wrong with that music. That's
For
Don
real.
Cartagena. You know what I'm saying? That's the Don himself.
And what y'all think about this new Wu-Tang tour?
Oh, yo, it's coming to Baltimore. I heard it on 92Q earlier today. It's
So
coming
I
to
watched
Baltimore.
a little bit of an interview uh with the RZA, and he was saying this one right here is gonna be a straight lyrical tour. He said, of course they're gonna rock the hits or whatever, but it's gonna be a straight lyrical tour. You know what I mean? It's something to
Okay.
bring the family to.
That dude
Hell
was
yeah.
on
I don't know.
comedy.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to Baltimore to check it out, but you know.
No, that Baltimore stadium's nice, man. I went there to see the monster trucks.
And Run the Jewels is gonna be with them.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So
What?
yeah,
Yeah,
Killer Mike and LP.
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, no, yeah. I know. Run the Jewels, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna be on the tour with them.
Run the Jewels, Wu Tang. Oh, we in there. We in
Yeah.
there.
It's Yeah, it makes you wonder how much it's gonna be. Everything's so damn expensive now,
It's
yo.
gonna be between 60 and 200.
Too bad.
No, that's not bad considering today's prices with shit, bro. That's really not bad at all. They said
Hey,
they
Reno,
got 6 tour buses. Then they got this tour bus. Oh fuck! It's with some organization. I can't remember what it was. It was some organization that they have the tour bus that is the studio on that tour bus. They've used it once before, and now they're going to use it once again. So they're going to be recording on tour as well. It's going to be so fucking dope.
yeah, man, yeah, man. My last time seeing Wu Tang, it was in 2020. I was in Richmond.
You know, Reno, I'm gonna mute you up until you want to talk, bro, because there's some more noise in the back. So there was a question like, who is the hardest one to be able to book and to be able to get together to do this tour out of the whole Wu Tang? What member do you think he said was the hardest to be able to book the whole tour with?
I'll say it would be Method Man because he's doing other ventures. He's doing acting and everything else. But knowing what I know, that who is it? The Jizza? He's a PhD in astrophysics or some kind of shit like that.
Well,
He had to
you're right, but not for the right reason. It is
go ahead.
Jizza,
I
but
told
he
you.
said Jizza does 150 shows a year still to this day. He said he'll go over to fucking to Germany and Europe, you know what I'm saying, and do 30 shows. He'll come back, you know what I'm saying? He said he's the hardest one. He's the most booked one out of the whole clan for shows.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
that's
but
wild. That's like what they were talking about Smith and Wesson on the Smith and Wesson interview with Sway.
they're
Yeah.
coming back out.
Oh yeah, it's out. It's called Infinity.
Yep.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty dope. But they were talking about J. Rule. You know what I'm saying? The Damager. And
J. Rue the Damager.
they were
Oh,
talking
he's in
about
Berlin. He's in Berlin.
he's in Berlin and he basically lives off of hip hop. But you know what they were saying is like he might he might be doing a show tonight as J. Rule the Damager, right? And then they said tomorrow night he might be a photographer at Jizza's show.
Yep.
So he's not always the MC. He's found a way that he basically lives off of music, but it's not always off of his music. He promotes, he takes pictures, he may do video, he does whatever he's got to do to get paid off for the music.
Hey, he's a Swiss pocket knife. I respect his hustle.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I just don't like the late nights.
Yeah,
That
man.
was my problem with hip hop, man. It was too motherfucking late.
Right.
Yeah, I respect his hustle.
Fucking doing a show till 3 in the morning. Nah, fuck that. I'd rather go ahead and do my fucking work thing and be home. You know what I'm saying?
I like freedom. I like freedom of movement.
Right. Exactly. Exactly, man. But that album, that Smith and Wesson album is really fucking dope. I like the All better, but I can't say that yet because I haven't heard it. I've only heard it like twice. The All was really incredible to me. The All was like, to me, their best work, to be honest with
That was
you.
the 2019 one.
Yeah, that was their best work to me, like
Okay,
ever.
I gotta listen to it. I've been listening to this one. I mean, I'm not all the way through it yet because I've been busy, listening to Shameless Plug, Late Night Luncheon. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I was listening. It's funny. I was listening to, I guess not last week, but the one that we did the replay for last week. And we were talking, dude, we went from talking about fucking Brittany Griner, right? To talking about why women use male appendages. You know,
I
dog,
remember.
it gets so crazy, man. And the funny thing is, G actually says, you guys have I can't remember his exact words, but he basically said, you guys just go too far. But he said it in a way that I've never heard it before. He said, you guys got a tendency to what did he say? He said see the end of road sign and just keep going. Some shit like that.
Nice.
I was like,
Yeah.
and then we just kept going, even though he said it. Like he didn't even say this shit.
Well. In respects to the colonialists, motherfuckers thought the Earth was flat, but Columbus kept going.
Yeah. I was talking to a teacher tonight, and this is kind of crazy. The teacher was saying that they were saying this is what he believes, and I guess he probably saw this on Joe Rogan. It seems like some Joe Rogan type shit, right? But basically, if the library in Alexandria or Alexandra, in Egypt, right? If it was never burned, then instead of Christopher Columbus finding Jamaica or whatever the fuck he found, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would probably be the first man on the moon. That that the books and the technology that the Egyptians had back then would have set
It's
us
unfathomable.
in thousands and thousands of years.
It's unfathomed. It's unfathomed. The knowledge is unfathomed, and we what 2,500, 5,000 years, 10,000 years later are just discovering this kind of shit.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
come from that. They come from that. So for us, you about to get me on my KRS-One kick right now, because for us to come from that to where we are right now, for them to be where they have been with no technology that we have right now, how did they evolve and become to what they were back then to where we are now?
Ancient aliens.
Goes to back to everything goes in cycles, man. I mean, it's just a big ass fucking long ass cycle that we can't that it's only recorded but a certain way back to where we can understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a cycle or is it a continuum?
And it was so like, I mean, if you read those old texts without saying, okay, let me read it as metaphorically. No, don't read it metaphorically. Read it for exactly what it says. You'll probably get a better understanding of what it really is.
Yeah.
If they say it's fucking fire coming from the sky with something, a big wheel with fire coming from, it was a fucking something round in the sky with a fire.
Right.
Huge. It was something huge that was round that looked like fire in the sky.
I have a theory. I have a theory. Okay, listen. Crazy motherfuckers sound like smart motherfuckers to dumb motherfuckers. Dumb motherfuckers sound like smart motherfuckers to crazy motherfuckers. Crazy motherfuckers sound like dumb motherfuckers to smart motherfuckers. It's a continuum. So if we keep on going on with this this cycle, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I don't believe you because you're smarter than me, but I don't understand you, so you sound dumb to me. So I'm gonna believe this crazy motherfucker over here.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see y'all on Saturday at 9:00.
You
Make
dirty
sure you
bitches.
dirty bitches are on the Twitch and on the YouTubes and on the Facebook guys and all of the good the late night luncheon. I'll let y'all later.
All right, Skrills.
All right,
All right,
bro.
brother.
I'm
Later,
ready.
man.
I mean, if you wanted to stay on, man, I'm here, man. It's whatever, man. I've been, going through some shit, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep my mind, occupied here a little bit. I want to know, I got something I want you to talk about. Have you seen the Porch Snoop performance?
Yeah, and how they brought him out in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
In Crip colors over there in motherfucking Mayfair.
That's not Mayfair. That's right over on Silver Hill Road.
Nucci's front porch?
I swear to goodness, it's right over on Silver Hill Road. I'm from that area. I know. It's right over by Suitland High School. Over
Okay,
by
got
like,
it. Right.
it's over by there off Silver Hill by Suitland High School.
I got it. I'm just mad I didn't get the invite. I didn't mad I didn't get
My
the
thing
invite.
is like, motherfuckers are all on him. Like, Nucci's putting this shit out there, and motherfuckers who really support him are now on his post talking about why you have him on there. He performed at the Snoop at the Trump joint. In one way, I can understand because Snoop at one point dissed people who did that. I can understand that. You know what I mean? But at this point, let's support Nooch, man. Let's fucking support Nooch if anything.
I support Nooch. I support Nooch. I support Snoop. Snoop's a businessman.
Because if I was on if I was on the porch, if that was my shit and Snoop wanted to come on there, I would fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I don't like him. I'm not a fan of him. I don't deal with his politics. I don't deal with anything, but I'm gonna have him on there.
Look. See, people see now
He has contributed to hip hop whether I like it or not.
No. Snoop's always been a great artist to me. Okay. Do I agree with I don't agree with a lot of motherfuckers' politics. I don't agree with red, white, black and white, left and right. I don't agree with everybody, with everything. I'm my own entity. Because if you don't fuck, feed, or finance me, if you're not putting food in my kid's belly, if you're not putting money in my motherfucking pocket, if you're not paying my fucking bills, you know what? Your opinion matters nothing to me. So when Snoop did that, Snoop, well, first of all, salute to Nooch. Salute to Nucci. Okay? Salute to Nucci for bringing major artists to the DMV to show them what the front porch is. Rain, sleet, snow, or hail.
Right.
We raising hell. Salute to Nooch. But that Snoop shit, he crushed it. Imagine if Snoop and MC8 would have had the same damn day on Nucci's front porch, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What? And I've stomped through those neighborhoods in LA, in South Central, Compton, Long Beach. I've stomped through those neighborhoods because you know what I do with working with the veterans.
Combat boots.
In my big black boots.
Exactly.
Stomping. Even having little shorties run up on me because I'm wearing a red and black flannel and I'm on Piru Street in Compton, off Compton Boulevard, picking up one of my veterans. And a little shorty checks me. And then one of my veterans whose brother he's staying with, he checks the shorty. He's like, hey, man, he's here helping my brother out. I have my whole VA ID out and everything, showing that I'm working with the Department of Veterans Affairs, helping homeless veterans. Okay? That's how I ain't going to say I got respect there, but I have respect for that neighborhood. I have respect for the culture in that neighborhood because there was still a structure in that neighborhood where you got little reckless motherfuckers running around here in Southeast DC doing what the fuck they want to do without paying respects to the OGs. Hey, man, leave them alone. Leave them alone.
I mean, another thing I'm saying is like, as far as that Snoop joint, if he would have performed at Biden or Kamala's joint, it would have been all right. Like, for real, it would have been all right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say not your opinion, but to others, your opinion ain't my opinion. I see a 6, you see a 9. My nigga, I'm rocking with fucking Snoop. I'm rocking with Snoop. You ain't rocking with Snoop? Okay, cool. I understand.
Why don't these people see the detriment that the left wing does as well as the right wing? I mean, they always, you know, I understand they want to take a side because everybody wants to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? But they need to wake up and realize that neither side is for our benefit.
Neither side. We got the left wing and we got the right wing. We got the same damn dirty bird.
They don't see this shit, man. And lesser than two. No, you know what? The same result's gonna happen whether who's in it. And another thing is, like, they really believe that their vote count, man. Now don't get me wrong, your vote counts on a local level. You know what I'm saying? Your community, your state, your local level. No question. From the state down. That shit counts.
Yeah, you're right.
That shit don't, I mean, the Electoral College won.
First of all,
two, we know how sneaky and conniving and trickery that they use every day, every single day that they use to manipulate and control us. Do they not think that they would use that too? Like, come on, man, wake up.
These motherfuckers, they're so oblivious. I ain't gonna say they're oblivious, they're ignorant. Because you have to be ignorance is
They walk
and
around like this, bro, and they don't want to see
ignorance.
anything else.
Okay, this is oblivious right here with both of your eyes covered. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Ignorance is you know what the fuck is going on, but you ignore it anyway. So if we don't understand that we are all prey to the same damn dirty bird, which is the dirty bird, if I can analogize, that will be
This capitalist system,
the
American government, because that's what we dealing with.
The system.
American government.
And motherfuckers thought I was crazy for saying that maybe America need to be like we need to be like the chick that was in an abusive relationship and need to be alone for like the next 4 years. See how we can find ourselves.
You know what I'm saying?
What if they took the executive structure out of the government? Executive, okay, because we still need the legislative for legal, and we still need the judicial for justice reasons. But if we were to take out the executive pivot of the American structure, the American governmental structure, let us find ourselves. Let us see how we govern ourselves. Maybe we don't need you motherfuckers.
Exactly, bro.
Maybe we don't need you motherfuckers. And the absence of your presence, if the absence of your fucking presence brings us peace, maybe you were the fucking problem the whole time, nigga.
And that comes back to like something else I saw online. Let me get my camera like adjusted here real quick.
I see you, bro.
Yeah, I know you see. I'm just trying to get it to where I'm looking down, but up. But anyway,
if the absence of your presence,
I saw a clip with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, right?
Yes, sir.
And he was speaking about a lot of the Trump policies and what Trump's trying to do. And he was explaining this is exactly what they've been wanting to happen for the black communities anyway. Less government involvement, less government in general. You know what I'm saying? When they deal with the whole gender issues that's going on, you know what I'm saying? That's how it affects the black community as well. He was actually pointing out like things that Trump has done or wants to do that's actually benefiting the black community. Matter of fact, let me.
It's systemic. It's systemic, man.
I'm gonna play it real quick over the speaker real quick so you can hear what he said. Where is it? Okay, right here. It is called Trump is destroying every enemy that was an enemy on the rise.
Is good for us. Because of Trump's way, he is an anomaly. There's never been no president quite like Mr. Trump. There's something that he's doing. Trump is destroying every enemy that was an enemy of our rise. Who's the enemy of our rise? Is it the Department of Justice, where we get none? Is it Congress, where you make a law that favors us and then you turn around and destroy it? Is it the media that has destroyed every black leader that stood up for us? Martin Luther King suffered it. Malcolm suffered it. He's attacking the media, calls it fake news. We have been the victims of some fake news.
Yes.
Hey, man.
Is it a lie?
Hey.
Is any lies detected?
My lie detector did not go off.
At all.
My lie detector did not go off. Now we all know personally and publicly that, you know, he's not my favorite person, but I see no lies coming from honestly Louis Farrakhan. I see no lies coming from him. He is Trump. No, President Trump is not my favorite person. Of course, shit. My own brothers ain't my favorite people.
Right, I feel you.
My own biological brothers ain't my favorite people. But he's not telling any lies, though.
I mean, because the thing is, man, on both sides of the aisle, both sides, even when it comes down to like the average voter who votes on either side, they are never, ever willing to say or give props to the other side, or when there's a factual thing, they're never willing to say, yeah, okay, that was good.
Yeah.
But see, here on the Late Night Luncheon channel, that's what we bring. We're going to point out the rights and the wrongs, no matter who it is.
Exactly. Black, white, left, right, without panty stripe. We're bringing it out. We're bringing it out. And that's what we do. That's what we do because
Biden left. He did something good. He let Brother Leonard Peltier out, and I'm sure.
Finally.
You know what I'm saying? Finally, but he did it. Finally. He is under house arrest, but I'm sure that was part of his bargaining with all the people and the powers that did not want to let him out.
Damn near 50 years.
Obama didn't let him out. Carter didn't let him out. Nixon didn't let him out.
Reagan.
Ford didn't let him out. Reagan didn't let him out. Clinton didn't let him out. Bush didn't let him out. None of them.
No. And it's been confirmed.
But Biden did. So, you know what I'm saying?
It's been confirmed that Leonard Peltier wasn't even on the objective when that FBI officer, that federal agent, got shot.
In court, the FBI testified that they don't know who did it, but an Indian had to pay. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went down. But, you know, we just got to point out, you know, everything, whether it's right or wrong. You know what I mean? I think that colleges, not only black colleges, but colleges had a better advantage with Biden in because there was more funding and things like that, opposed to when Trump comes in. You know, a lot of that funding is going to be gone, and we're going to be fucked. You know,
they play it like they want, man, but he's not the end all be all. He's not the end all. He's how would I say this? First of all, he's not the end all be all. And it has to go through and what they say, a session of assessment.
Yes. You know what a lot of this inflation is about right now? About before COVID happened,
ego.
There was a fight, and it was called the Fight for 15, where everybody wanted the $15 minimum because $15 minimum wage at that time could keep your head slightly above water. If you were if you were single, $15 an hour, you could have went and got a little space or whatever and been able to eat and shit. They ain't want that. So now it's like we need to fight for 30. For real. To fight for 30. Because $30 an hour, it's hard to live on that shit.
Yeah, it's hard to live on $30 an hour, let alone 15.
If unless you go out to the country, but then if you go out to the country, you're not making no $30 an hour.
Nope.
Now, a lot of these people that were working from home, some of them actually sold their homes or moved, the ones that were renting moved to rural areas where it was very cheap. And they were working from home and making the same amount of money they were making living in the metropolis of, let's just say, DC.
Yeah.
So you had a government worker, let's just hypothetically saying they're making $40 an hour, right? And they're living in this area. And they're living okay, but they're not, able to save much, but they're okay. Okay. So
you're surviving. You're not
out into the rural areas where the rent for that house with land on it was probably a third of what they're paying here. So they were living well. Able to save money, live well. But now it's all cut off. Now they all got to come the fuck back home They got to move back or find different jobs, stop working. A lot of them are getting fired, you know, because they're eliminating these government agencies.
Yep.
So it's like people, I don't know where it's going to go because there's going to be so much unemployment, so much. The states are going to be getting drained for paying unemployment. You know, for it's going to last for a while. People are going to be unemployed, sitting at home, collecting unemployment, and then, oh, now I can hear it. I can hear it from them, that right side, them lazy motherfuckers sitting at home, not doing shit, not getting no job, getting fucking unemployment. Well, that's all we're going to hear. When it was their fucking president's fault that they had to be on fucking unemployment anyway. And they didn't create no jobs. He didn't create other jobs for them to get.
I'll be the devil's advocate when I say this. It's kind of hard to create jobs when we had the previous administration allow them to, operate in the capacity that they've operated in. And I had to talk with my dad about this today because, me working, doing what I do, getting veterans hired and everything. It's like, hey, okay, cool. It's an on-site opportunity. It's not a remote opportunity. Those remote opportunities are drying up. So you had people that were living in, let's say, Hagerstown. Let's say Hagerstown, Maryland. Okay, where it's significantly cheaper than living in DC. But before the pandemic and everything, when they had to commute from Hagerstown to catch the MARC train from Frederick, Maryland, all the way to Union Station, and then they do their job there, then catch the MARC train back, then commute back to Hagerstown. They were making DC money, but living on the Hagerstown economy.
Being able to save money and live like you're supposed to be living. That's my point, man. It's like, it goes back to that opportunity again. Everybody, I mean, we all need that opportunity, and then they get the opportunity, some of them, a lot of them, to be able to do that, save a lot of money, and then it's pulled right up underneath them because they want to fill DC buildings back up. I mean, fill them back up with different shit.
Other things, housing, community resource centers.
And these housing, see what they don't understand. If they start creating more housing, they can have these businesses like these breakfast shops and things that went out of business. They could be in these buildings and serving all, these people. I mean, they just don't want to do that shit.
They don't want it. They're not doing it because they don't want to do it. Okay, we're experiencing, I work in the homeless housing workspace. So imagine if we were to take this one floor of those vacant buildings that aren't being occupied by government employees or not even government employees, government contractor employees, to put those guys, somehow kind of make modifications to it so that they at least can take showers, have a communal resources center right there on that one floor of a building that is currently under lease by the government, and then put the homeless in there and educate these guys, train these guys, and equip these guys mentally, and use the resources to get these guys jobs so that they can stand up on their feet.
Jobs that you've created in the city in different spots. Like we're supposedly with these tariffs and whatever it may be, we're supposed to be bringing jobs back to America.
That's what they said.
What I'm saying? So let's put these types of jobs. Let's make these cities what they were created for. Let's turn Pittsburgh back into steel country. You know what I'm saying?
City.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to our listeners in Pittsburgh.
DC, yes, it was created to bring in people to work for the government. But we didn't have the technology that we have now. You can't make steel from home, but you can do office work for home. And statistics say that people that work for home got double to 2/3 more work done at home than they did at the office.
Boom. And it takes a lot of it takes a load off the company's overhead of office rental space. It takes a load off the company's overhead from when they have to pay these contractors or the government employees, hey, you know what? It might be easier for me to buy you a laptop computer and then give you some kind of subsidy for your Wi-Fi connection at home so that you can work from home and we don't have to pay office space rental. Well, damn. Look how much money we save right there versus paying office space rental, increase salaries, increase facilities and management maintenance. No, you know what? Let me give John Doe, Jane Doe a laptop. Let them work from home. As long as the
Right.
work is done.
Like, why
Okay.
can't we turn DC into a living community? I mean, if they want to go futuristic with this shit, like you said, let's turn these buildings into homes, apartments, and condos and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's turn most of that shit into that. Start moving people in that work from home. They're in the city, but they're working from home.
Because they don't want to do it.
You're generating money for the city because you're getting rent, you're getting taxes, you have businesses there because you have to have businesses if all these people are here. It's going to be thriving. The businesses it'll be the same thing. It'll be the same, better. It'll be better because people will be spending more money because they'll be saving more money. You know, people, they'll have more money to spend, more money to save.
Exactly. And it all goes back into the cycle. But,
And you know what the problem is? The problem is the people that can't work from home will complain about it. Now, let's do this. The people that can't work from home because it's impossible for them to work from home, and I'm one of them at this point. Well, I could work from home if they bought the technology, but that's another story. So the people who can't work from home, the money that's being generated, because it's going to be a lot. Give these people raises. You know what I'm saying? Pay them more. The ones who are actually out there working, whether it's construction, lawns, whatever it may be, if you're out working and you're not at home, you should make a little more.
yeah.
And it's easily done because there's going to be so much money saved from people working at home. These big businesses don't need these big ass fucking buildings. They're going to save money on that. They're going to save money on the electric and all the overhead it costs to make these big buildings, to fill it up with all the workers. So they're going to be making more money. They're selling the same amount of product, paying less overhead.
You got to have lights on. When you have a building, you got to have the lights on. You got to have the water running. You need shit to operate a fucking building. But, who am I to judge?
I mean, I would love to be a consultant to these people.
Yeah, man.
Because I think that with the proper money and stuff, like all this money that's quote unquote being saved that they're finding, over $50 billion. Give that to certain cities, start funding certain cities to rebuild and create these apartments and housing in these buildings down there and start getting people to move to the cities.
Have we ever
and let them work from home?
We ever solved the water issue in Flint, Michigan yet?
Yeah, I think they have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
That's at least it was. I don't know if it's fucked up again, but yeah, it was to standards, which those standards are fucked up too. Like they say DC water is great. Like for real, they say DC tap water is fucking good if you don't have lead pipes. They talk about how great it is. I don't know about that.
See, all of our listeners in DC, go ahead and drink a half gallon of fucking tap water. Let me see if you're pissing out your ass in the morning.
Third grade and shit.
Yeah, hey bro, I'm about to slide out, man.
You about to slide out?
Yeah, man. I'll hit you on a text.